welcome back to RachandBellaCrafts. I hope you're all well. Let me ask you a question. Do you all get tired of wasting time looking for things that you know are there but you can't find? Do you often find yourself coming into your craft room and thinking, oh, I'm going to have a go at that today, or I'm going to use this and I'd really like to, you know, work on like my pockets or my clusters, and I know I had this stuff aside, and then you go looking for it and you can't find the things that you need? Does that happen to you? Yeah, it happens to me too. I've just spent the last hour looking for a load of clusters I made last week. Do you think I can find them anyway? No. You all thought I was going to give you an answer or a tip then, didn't you? No, I didn't. I'm just having a moan. Sorry about that, guys. I hope you're all well anyway. I hope you've had a really good weekend and a good week. I've had a lovely weekend, as you all know, because I've told you all enough. It was my birthday yesterday. Gosh, was it only yesterday? So I've come on to do a quick tutorial with you and to just show you the lovely things that I was given by those that are lovely to me. So my sons were amazing. They went onto my wish list. I didn't have to issue any directives. They just went on my Amazon wish list and picked some things from there for me with a bit of help from Gran, Bella. So they very kindly, look, got me a big crocodile. So I'm very excited about that because I'm going to be able to try a few new different projects with that now with the eyelets. Also very kindly bought me one of these. I can't get how big it is. I was like, my gosh, you wouldn't want that thrown at you across the room, would you? Not that I would do that, obviously. But I've got to be honest, one of my favourite gifts, actually, was this. This is a needle thread, and I wanted to show you all this today because I don't know if, like myself, any of you struggle with thread and needles. I really struggle because I can't see unless there's a lot of light on, and if there's too much light, then it reflects off the needle. But I saw this on Amazon. I put it in my wishes. My son very kindly got it for me because he sees me struggling. And basically, you pop the thing out, and then the bit of wire comes out. But there's a little torch light in there as well, look. So it can light up so you can see what you're doing. So just a little tip for you there, guys. That's on Amazon. I'll try to remember. If I don't remember, put in the comments. I'll try to remember and put the link for you for Amazon. No affiliation, but just because I just thought that was a really useful little tool. So that was what I had from my boys. My lovely other half went and got me these beautiful jewels. It's the box I quite liked, actually. How many of you would have gotten excited about the box? It's all about the packaging. But no, there's a lovely set of fabric scissors in there for me. And my wonderful girls, did you see my post on my Facebook page? Wow, what a surprise I had on Sunday evening. I was called up to Mum's house, up to Bella's house. My son had said to me in the afternoon, Mum, be tidy, go up and see, we've got to go up to Gran's at 7:30. So this was Sunday night. I was like, why are we going to Gran's at 7:30 on Sunday night? And he said, just do it, don't ask any questions, just do it. So I was like, okay. Oh, and have tea before you go. So I knew I wasn't being taken out anywhere. So I did as I was told, put something tidy on, brushed my hair, up I went. So as I get there then, Mum's like, right, just stand there until I say. So I like, okay, what earth is going on? So starting to think that maybe Father Christmas was upstairs or something. You know, they even had Christmas lights up. Next thing I knew, I was ushered into my dad's office where he's got this huge computer monitor, and who should be sitting on the screen but all of the admin girls from Junk Journal Trading Post, our Facebook group, and they'd all come to join me for a little tea party. Not only that, but they'd all been very sneakily organising with Bella for the last couple of weeks. They'd sent over, they'd all done a big collection. They'd bought me all these beautiful gifts, which they had delivered to Mum's house. Mum had wrapped it for them. And they'd even paid for me to have a birthday cake, which Mum and Dad then brought in with my boys. And they all sang happy birthday to me with this lovely chocolate cake. So a huge, huge thank you to my darling girls from Junk Journal Trading Post. They're the admin team because they are amazing and they are so, so thoughtful. They all do so much for us all. And I'm so grateful to have them because we couldn't run the Facebook group without them. I just physically couldn't do it. But yeah, it was a lovely, lovely evening, and just such a lovely surprise because we talked to each other, and I don't even think we've ever done that before. We've never thought to just do a video message, you know. And yeah, it was just nice to see everybody's faces. So thank you for that, girls. Much appreciated, and it made my birthday. I also want to quickly show you some happy mail that I've had because it's been on my desk and I keep meaning to share them with you. So this one I had from Anita, and she sent me this beautiful pocket, look, with some little journal cards in there, but she's made that look at some old book page with a little doggy on, and then in here then she's stamped some card. But these are so cute because I'm now building up my correspondence journal, which is where all these bits and pieces are going to go now so that I can keep them somewhere safe. But that's just lovely. So thank you for that, Anita. Really appreciate that, lovely. And then I had some mail from Diana Wilkinson. She's Mummy Too Cool Crafts on her socials. And she sent me this lovely little bundle of cheeriness. Look at this beautiful little, I can't think what these cards are called. Trader cards, are they? I think they're called, or something, the circle ones. But how cute is that? A little lad on there with his jacket. My dad used to have a jacket like that. And she sent me, it's so lovely having little bits and pieces like this to, you know, to mix in with the ephemera that I'm using. Because obviously this has come all the way from America. So isn't she lovely? I don't see stuff like that here. I don't see, like, you know, modern kind of art, stuff like that. And then a lovely pocket that she's made for me as well. So all of that then sit in there, and she's even done the folds ready so I can pop it onto into a journal. But she's also sent me, because I opened this up thinking, oh, she sent me a long letter here, but it's not. It's a piece of vintage ephemera from 1968, and it's a letter there, which I just thought was lovely. And interesting enough, actually, it's addressed to somebody called Beulah, and I think Beulah is the word for peace, I think I'm right in saying. But yeah, so that was lovely. So thank you for that, Diana. That was really, really kind of you, Diane, sorry. So let me pop that over there. Now, let me just clear the decks a minute, and I will tell you what we're going to do today. Did I tell you I had new scissors? No, I didn't. The girls, what they bought me, sorry. Yes, we had presents. I had new scissors, so there'll be no more jumpy scissors, look. Ha-ha, they work, they say shut. And I'm really annoyed at myself now because I've just put hand cream on and I've made it all smudgy. Look what they bought me, this beautiful mat. So I said I feel like a pro now. I'm going to have to wash my hand cream off there after. Sorry about that, guys. They also bought me this beautiful on wheels system it kind of clicks and locks, and it's a storage system thing, and I can collect the caddies to go on top, but it sits on a little wheelie base. So they were amazing, really, really kind. Sorry about that, girls, I thought I mentioned that. All right, so going onwards now, I had this beautiful envelope in my Christmas. Do you remember we did the 12 days of Christmas swap thing in our Facebook group? And I had Mandy Reed, who is Sunflowers and Doors. She was my swap partner, and we had to send each other 12 little packages to open up in the 12 days leading up to Christmas. And this was one of my packages. It was a package of ephemera. Now, I've kept this together because Mandy's got some amazing ideas for things to do with cardstock. Now, I really struggle with cardstock. If you could see the cupboard behind me, if you could see the amount of things that I've got in there, the amount of packs of cardstock that I've got in there, you would understand what I mean. But I think I've got one Tim Holtz cardstock pad, the wallflower one, and I've got a newer one as well, and I think it's the industrial one, actually, that Mandy sent me quite some time ago from my wish list. So I really want to be able to start playing with them. But Mandy sent me this pack of ephemera, and I've kept them all out because I thought we could work on some of them, because she just has some such amazing ideas. So we've got a few different things in here, different types of pockets, different styles. We've got some envelopes, some great things to do with the, you know, the bits that are left over, because I remember this when I've seen that one, this little tuck in there. Again, a great use of, you know, your pages and leftover pages. I love this one. This one's fabulous with all these cute little pockets. And having now seen it, I've just worked out how she's done that, because that's been foiling me. So we will come back to this one, I think. I've got a beautiful tag here as well. But what we're going to work on today is we're going to make one of these. Now, I haven't done this before, so I'm having an Edith moment now, because Edith does this, doesn't she? She remakes her Happy Mail. So this is going to be an inspired by Mandy. I love this paper. This is just so lush, so lush. And basically, it's a little, I don't know what it's called. You could call it a photo album, but I'm just going to call it a pocket, a double pocket, I think. A flip pocket, I don't know. We'll just call it a pocket. But it's really, really simple to make from what I can see. So I haven't done this before. I'm going to do this with you. And I thought we'd just give it a go, and we'll work our way through, and we'll try and use up, because this is just a very, very small sample of what's in my cupboard behind me of things to use. So we're going to get some of those sheets used today, and we'll see what we can come up with. So I thought, well, I specifically picked up ones that are double-sided for pattern, because obviously the way that it folds. Thinking about whether you want the pattern on the inside and then what you want on the outside. So just with regards to where you place your mat, your thing. But if I am right in here, I'm going to just put that by there so I can look at it. But I think I am right in saying, now there's probably like a really smooth technique to do this, but obviously I'm just going to kind of find my way through. So we'll work this out together, shall we? So I'm just thinking I'm going to fold it in half. Yeah, that looks pretty safe to do that, doesn't it? Fold it in half there. Oh no, I was going to just leave something on. I'm going to just leave that on there, guys, because I'm conscious my light is just flashing. I don't want it blinding you all. So, yeah, we're going to fold that there. And then I think we're going to fold this way as well. So we've got our kind of triangle. Now, as I say, you've probably seen this done elsewhere, much smoother, but I am just kind of finding my way through. Now, I can see straight away I need to cut now down here. So I'm going to utilize my new scissors. Oh, they sound so sharp. It's amazing. And I'm going to just cut this one here. So I'm going to just go straight at the seam where I've just folded. I love these scissors because the blade is so long. I mean, 2 snips and that was done then. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? There we go. Right. So we should now be able to fold this back over like this. I've done that right now, haven't I? And then you'll have that one that'll come around there, and then that one that'll come around there. So from a structure perspective, I think we're doing good. Now we need to look at putting the pockets in. So my guess is we're going to fold up the bottom of each of these. So I'm going to just, bear with. Oh, there it is, it's my scoreboard. We want this to be nice and neat and tidy. So let me just get my scoreboard up a minute. And I'm going to turn it this way because obviously this is all dependent on, and where's my scorer? Ooh. Probably look at those blinking clusters I've made that I've lost. Do you know what? I literally sat on the settee the other night with my scraps box on my lap because I keep saying I'm going to do it. And I sat and made loads and loads of things. I was really pleased with myself because they just needed a stitch. Oh, I don't know what I've done with that now. I can see it's going to be one of those days. I just keep losing things. Right, the trick is when you're losing things all the time, just stop looking, isn't it? Right, so I'm going to, let's have a little look, see if we can measure the depth of that. So what's she done there? So she's folded that up to almost 4 inches. Is that inches? No, centimeters. So if I go for 4, we should be safe for that, shouldn't we? So if I just take that line down there, bear in mind just scoring, and then I think I'll just turn it around the other way because it's a little bit over there. So again, we're the same here, same mark, and then we know then that they're going to be the same size. So let me just put that in here. You over there. So then I think now I'm going to cut down here because that's what it looks like they've done there. Just move this out of the way a minute. Gosh, if we get this to work, I will be super chuffed. Super chuffed. Turn it around, and then we're going to cut here. Just to aid for folding, I would say. And then folding these up then. Spoon folder. And then folding this one up. And then turn it around. And then same with that one. Now, what Mandy's done with hers, which is what's made it look really, really nice, because I tell you what, it didn't half set things off. She's rounded off the corners. And I think that's what makes it look so attractive. Well, and the fact that the cardstock is amazing. But yeah, so I think we'll round off our corners. And what have I done with that now? Oh, dear me. Oh, I can see it. Right, hold on a sec. I got it. Okay. I need to empty that as well. I keep forgetting to do that. Right, so, oh golly. Okay, so let's take our corner cutter. Now, she hasn't done that one there. What she's done is she's cut the edge here. Is that all the way in there? Yeah. And then, oops, my fingers and thumbs. And then this edge here. Not going in there properly. Come on. That's better. And then that edge there. And then that edge there. And then we're going to tip it backwards like this. And then we're going to do the top here. And then we're going to do the top here. There we go. So now we just need to glue our pockets closed. Oh gosh, that's a nice paper, isn't it? Right, let's just flatten all that down now so it sits nicely. Sits nice and tidy, as we say here in Wales. And then let's check that my glue is working. And just open these back up. So let's do the pockets first, I think. So we'll put a little bit of glue here. And a little bit of glue here. Do you know, that's really bugging me now what I've done with those. I was so pleased with myself. I worked really hard that night as well. I made like, you know, I used all my straight edge bits as well. And I did some like, you know, the clusters that go on the side of the page. And yeah, I was super busy. They're probably staring me right in the face and I just can't see them. I need to have a good tidy up and a good sort out. But there we are. Trouble is, there's always more crafting to be done, isn't there? And then when there's more crafting to be done, we begrudge constantly cleaning up all the time. Well, it's not cleaning up, the cleaning's been done, but I just need to organise. You'll be pleased to know that my sewing cupboard is still intact. It's still incredibly tidy. I am just taking out bits and pieces as I need them and then putting them back in the right box. So that's worked well. After I did that video. So thank you to Cara for that, because she made me get my act together. But I just need to, it's the paper it is. I need to just kind of like get all the paper organised, you know. It's just continuous, isn't it? We've just constantly got paper, which obviously we love. But because in work, my office is like really tidy and quite minimalist. I do have a set of fairy lights in the window, but other than that, you know, it's really tidy in there. And I just find it so strange then coming back into my craft room, which is not like that at all. Right, okay, and so I'm assuming then she's glued, oops, she glued that whole thing together in the centre then to keep the structure. Right, okay. I love this card. I'll have to ask what card she's used here. I'm gonna stick my neck out and say Stamperia of some kind, but I don't know which one, because that's lovely. I really like the way that that's sitting together there. So we're just going to glue down around here. So we've had a fun afternoon in work today. Myself and our fundraising officer went to visit the local museum to have a meeting with them, because we are organising a Heritage and Wellness Easter fair, whatever you want to call it, in the museum, which is literally next door to where we work. Because the first thing I said when I got there and started working there was, you know, how well do we work with other people? Because you know me, Queen of Collabs. And I said, you know, do we have anybody that we work in partnership with? And they were like, well, no, not because of COVID and everything, or not since COVID rather. So I said, right, well, let's put that right. So the first thing we did was contact the museum, and now we're going to have a fair there, which will be brilliant. There we go. We've done it, guys. How simple was that? Ah, they are super cute. So there we go. We've got a, I don't know what this is called. I don't even know what to call it. We're going to call it our new pocket file folder flip thing. No, that doesn't sound right, does it? I don't know. I'm sure I'll come up with a name for it by the time I've got to put a title on the video. I'm going to do another one. Right, I quite enjoyed that. Okay, so this time let's try and do it a bit quicker, and we'll do our scoring on the scoreboard. I did that one nice and slow then, just so you could all see what I was doing. And for those of you that are lovers of Tim Holtz, let's use a piece of this. And I'm just thinking, which bit would I like to have out? I don't think it'll really matter. I'm just vexed that I can't find my my scorer for my board. because I had it the other day. It's probably staring at me again, isn't it? Right, anyway, stop wasting time doing that. So what did we do first? First thing we did was fold it in half, didn't we? So let's do that. Now, what I was using there just now was like kind of paper, thick paper, whereas obviously this is thicker again, isn't it? So it's not always quite so easy to fold. So that's the first one. And then we're going to take it over this way. Now, like I say, obviously you may have seen these made before, and that they may have done them differently, but I've just obviously copied the one that Mandy sent me, and I've just gone with what I felt was right. So while I'm on the scoreboard now, I'm going to just score in the 4 centimetre mark. Should be thin enough to get in there, shouldn't it? So down there, just so that we can fold, and then turn it around, and again down there. Okie-dokie. And then I'm going to cut then up the centre line here. So you've got score line, fold, fold, and then I'm going to cut up then this centre fold, if I can see it. It's the only thing when you've got heavily printed cardstock, isn't it? It's trying to see where your fold line is. There we go. Perfect. Lovely job. Right, now let's just cut. Let's fold these first and then we'll cut them, I think. Because I just want to see what it looks like. Either way, does that make sense? I just want to see which pattern I prefer. So do I prefer that? That's nice because you could decorate that then, couldn't you? And then you've got that in the middle, you've got that little birdie. Or do we go this way and fold it that way? See, you've got options here, look. Because I quite like that on show. And then push it down. And then fold it in. Oh, it's much of a muchness, really. Either way, we're going to have this. I think that's quite nice there, though, isn't it? And then that's quite nice there. And that's quite nice there, except the numbers are upside down. That might get on my nerves a bit. No, I think I'm going to go with the bird on the inside, because it was nice to see the little bird poking his beak up. Right, so let's just cut up here now for these pockets. So Rachel, stop dithering. Well, the thing is, we've got to test these things, haven't we? We've got to be able to see if we like it a certain way or another way. Otherwise, you're never going to know. And then we'll cut up here. And then, sorry, I didn't mean to bang that so loud then. We will just rub these in there. And rub that in there. I move that by a bit because I can't work on that. It's too ridgy. Oh, stay there. And then we'll turn that around. And then you can say, hello, little birdie. And then, oh, shame to lose the numbers, but there we are. That is the only thing I find with, I think this is why I've struggled to use my Tim Holtz cardstock, because I don't want to cover any of the image. And I don't know what to do with it, because every which way I fold it, you're losing like, oh, you know, I like that bit or I like that bit. So yeah, I think that a lot of it has got to do with that, but just gonna have to learn to just cope with being able to cover bits up, aren't I? There we go. And then where's the cut? Oh, there it is. I was holding it closed. Silly Billy. And then fold that around there and fold that around there. Just make sure that shuts tidily. It's just kind of, oh goodness, where were we before we had bone folders, hey? Okay, so let's just cut my corners. It's the only time it's acceptable when we're crafting, to cut corners. It doesn't seem to be going right the way in there, I don't know why. And that one there, and then down the bottom here. Singles, because that's too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's glue our pockets. There we go. And oop, Oh no, let's stick that first, sorry. I was getting a bit over enthusiastic then, wasn't I? And then here. And here. And then here. And here and here. There we go. Now we can just fold it across the top. And there we go. We just need to stick that pocket down, don't we? But I think that looks amazing. I love it. So let me just stick that bit down there. And then glue that into place. Job done. There we go. So we've got a Tim Holtz one there now. And we've got a botanical one. Doesn't it look marvellous? There you are. So some new pockets for you. I'm going to have to come up with a name for these. I'll have to message Mandy and say, what do you call those pockets? Right, should we do another one? How are we for time? Okay, let's do another one quickly, shall we? Right, scoreboard. What one should we do this time? Well, let's try one that's only got on the one side and we'll see how it looks, okay? Because I mean, we always discount it if there's not a pattern on the other side, but maybe it won't be such an issue. Do you know what? I've been holding this piece of cardstock for nearly 2 years. My mum gave it to me when I started journaling. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't use that. So I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it now. What was I going to say then? So I need to fold it first, don't I? So this is why you've got to repeat things like this, because then if you keep doing it enough times, it gets stuck in your mind and then you don't forget, you know? Press it and then open it up and then down here. That's it. Hopefully you need muscles to fold this. Then we're going to score ourselves. So let me just check now. Is this directional? I don't think it is. No, it's not. Right, that's fine. So we're going to score here. Oh, because an off piece then, so I need to find the proper one for this. What have I done with that? Turn this around. It's probably the necklace, as I said, haven't I? That's going to bug me all night now. I'm going to have to keep on looking now until I find them. I don't know about you, but I'm one of these people that if I've lost them, I can't rest till I find it. And it like really bothers me. It's just on the back of my mind all the time, thinking, what did I do? I'm really forgetful at the moment, really forgetful. And to the point where I'm having conversations with people that I forget, you know. It's quite bonkers really, but so it doesn't shock me then when I've lost something, you know, because I just forget. I don't remember carrying them in on the tray. This is what's so annoying. Dear me. Right, let's just cut that a second. Just to reduce that bulk when we fold it. And then the same this side. Just to reduce that bulk when we fold it. Oh, these scissors are lovely. And then, what do we do next? We need to do our corners now, don't we? So let's just kind of work on... No, I've done that the wrong way, haven't I? How have I done that the wrong way? That should be on the inside, surely. That can't be right. Oh, have I gone and done there now? I have. I need to do it the other way. Right. That needs to come up. Of course it does. Silly me. No, it doesn't. Oh, I am doing something wrong. What am I doing wrong, guys? Somebody shout to me, tell me. Oh, I should be going like that. That's right. I should be going like that. Then folding it down. And then folding it over. Actually, I got in a mess. Then I didn't know what I was doing. Didn't know what I was doing. I'm going to take a little bit off there because there's a bit too much bulk in the middle for me to shut the pockets up. So let me just trim a little bit off the edge of there. just so that it closes comfortably. You know how sometimes you have that overlay, don't you, with the cardstock? Yeah, it's doing the same there as well. So I'm just going to trim that down a little tiny bit. There we go. Down and around. That's better. Oh my goodness, I was losing the plot then. There's nothing worse than getting really confused with the camera on. But see, this is all part of learning, isn't it? All part of learning. Even when I'm doing it, I'm forgetting what I'm doing. Okay, so let's just cut these corners. I like this. This looks amazing. I don't even think having the white inside matters, really. I think it's just as pretty. You've got the pink at the bottom. Are we trimming that one? Yes, we are. Of course we are. Otherwise it would be sticking up. And then, oh. There we go. Sorry, just turning the cooker off. That's the veg for tea. Beeping at me. So I've done that one there, haven't I? I've done that one there. I need to do that one there. And then we need to do that one there. And that one there. Amazing. I love it. Okay, let's take a bit off that pocket there. So if you find that your card is particularly thick, see when I'm trying to fold that now, look, and it's starting to bunch that. So the best thing that we can do is to just shave off literally, oh, I don't know, a millimetre, if that. And just by doing that, you're just creating a little bit of a gap, which gives a little bit of an overlap then for the pockets to close against each other. And that should do the job then nicely. Let's just trim that off there. There we go. So when we fold them up now, that's much better. Yeah, there's a bit more space then. And it, see, look how nicely it folds then. Oh, I really like that. Okay, let's now obviously if you don't want the white in the background, there's nothing to stop you now collaging on the inside of that. In fact, I might leave those unstuck at the moment just to give me options. So if I do want to tuck something in there, I could put like a journal card or something over the top of that, couldn't I? In fact, let me just see if I just had some journal cards in my hand. What have I done with them now? Journal cards, where have you gone? Is that one? Ah, gotcha. Touch it once, look. Oh. Okay, so, they're too small, drat. But something like that, just tucked in there, would make all the difference, wouldn't it? Actually, do you know what? I'm going to do this now because I've got an idea. I think if I put music paper behind and then that on the top, I think that will look rather nice. Yeah, should we dress this one up? Should we have a little play in it? A couple more minutes, haven't we? I don't like leaving things unfinished because I know I won't get back to them. Right, I saw a sheet of music paper just now when I was getting all this out. Okay, so what I'm thinking is if we use this music paper, we can then place it. It'll have to go that way, so I know it's going to be a bit thing, but it doesn't matter. It's quite a nice backdrop, I'm thinking. So let's just measure this up now. The only way I'm going to be able to do it is by folding it because I'm not going to be able to see otherwise. So I'll take it as close to the edge as I can, but it won't matter if it doesn't sit completely on the edge because we could always stitch as well then if you want to do that as a bit of a finish. You know, it's just all part and parcel, isn't it, of just finishing things off, really. There we go. Now if I fold that completely in half, that should do the other side as well then, shouldn't it? In theory. In theory, say. Right, let's just cut that a minute. I should have just done that on my ruler then, shouldn't I? I should have just torn it. Because there's one thing about music paper is it does actually tear quite nicely. That's all right, I got a beautiful new pair of scissors. Why not use them, eh? And then we'll just pop that in there. We'll butt that up against the pocket. Any overhang I will trim off in a moment, don't worry. And then we'll just... that's it. There we go. So all that's left to be done is for me to glue this part to this part. And then we are away. Job done. Yeah, that is lovely. I like that very, very much. I love this pattern paper. I don't know where Mum got this from. It's lovely. And then when you open it up then, inside you'll have some index cards behind, which we now know will make a pocket, and then there's a pocket down behind there then as well. But I'm not going to pull on them there because they're still drying. And then if I want to, I can go around and ink the edges. But I think that's quite nice. I think you get away with a little bit of white when it's pink. I will just tidy the top up there though, because yeah, I think I'm going to put the ink on that now. But I really like that. So there we go. All that's crying out for now is a little bit of lace on there, isn't it? And perhaps a little eyelet and a little bit of string. So there's lots and lots of ways that you can decorate these. I'm not going to decorate them this evening because I don't want to keep you any longer. But there we go. So that's a really simple idea for you to use up your 12 by 12 cardstock. Obviously you can do these in any size. You just need a square. You know, they don't have to be this size, but for them to be, you know, an effective pocket space. I mean, that's a good size pocket there. Look, to get a full journal card in. That's a really good size pocket. But they're so neat. They're quite thin. It's not going to take up much space in your journal. Be nice to go in like the pocket at the front. You know, when we have those big pockets in the front, be nice in there, wouldn't it? Some extra bits and pieces in there. It's about the size of a postcard, you see. So, but yeah, I just thought that was a nice, simple, easy tutorial for you all this evening, because I know you're all really enjoying the collaboration. Now, in case I'd forgotten, which I had no idea at the beginning, I can't find my sheets now. Don't forget, obviously, we're running our tips, tricks and hacks collaboration. Hope you've been following along. We are now on the last week. I know Diane, who was today's video, she's had some problems uploading. She's down in Australia and she's had a lot of problems. We're all having trouble with Facebook at the moment. I don't know if this video will go up on time, but yeah, so when we upload them, it has to process it. When it processes it, it changes it to all the different formats, so like 4D, HD, all that kind of thing. And they seem to be getting to, like, mine got to 95% the other day, and then it just stopped and nothing would work. So I had to upload a video again then. So like I say, I know today's hasn't yet been up. Obviously she's in bed now over there. So just fingers crossed it comes up tomorrow. But, you know, if you just bear with us, it won't hurt you to have a breather anyway now, will it? So you get a day off today. But it will catch up eventually. So as soon as Diane's comes up, I'll put a big post up and just let you know it's on there. So, and then after Diane, tomorrow, then we've got Mandy from Sunflowers and Doors. Ha! Just talking about you, Mand. And then who else have we got? I'm sorry, I'm reading this sideways. Oh, and then we've got Tanya then from Tatty Treasures. And we've got Joy from Joy Defee, and then we've got Shana, I think that says, I can't see from here, from Sanuki Art, and that's it. And then you've got me on Sunday. So yeah, busy couple of days, guys. My goodness, we haven't, you know, it's been non-stop all the way through. Top talent right the way through it. It hasn't ebbed at all, has it? It's been loads of brilliant tips. So yes, don't forget to follow that, and don't forget to enter for your giveaway as well. Okay, I'm gonna leave you to it. Have a lovely evening, and I will be back with you all very soon. Take care now. Bye, everybody. Bye.